Early marriage, gender-based violence, domestic slavery, sex trafficking. Millions of girls in developing countries face barriers to education that boys do not. Girl Rising is a movement that wants to encourage you to help remove these barriers, to ensure a better life for girls and a safer, healthier, and more prosperous world for all. With half the world populated with females, greater action should be taken in making a change around the globe. Let's use Cambodia as an example. Located in Southeast Asia between Thailand and Vietnam, the Kingdom of Cambodia is home to over 15 million and is one of the poorest countries on earth. Struggles in economic development due to a damaging, mutilating history of war and power has made Cambodia what it is today. The country was once a peaceful nation ruled under a monarch, but in 1975, the Vietnam War spilled over its borders and surged into Cambodia. Shortly after becoming victims of the war, Cambodia endured a war of its own when the communist Khmer Rouge, led by Pol Pot, seized power. They attempted to violently restructure the country as a communal society. Through the brutal policies implemented by Pol Pot, over 1.7 million died from torture, execution, disease, exhaustion, and starvation. Fortunately, Vietnam invaded 3 years later, ending the Khmer Rouge's reign. However, the Cambodian genocide led to the destruction of the business and educated classes, thus digressing the present-day economy back to an agricultural society. Some richer families can afford to invest in the education of their children, but with limited opportunities, this is not possible for the more common, poorer families that suffer because of low development and poverty.
Sokha Chen, a girl who lived in poverty, who once dreamt she could do anything if armed with an education, quickly lost hope in living up to her potential. Orphaned by the age of 9, she had no choice but to scavenge through mountains of garbage, trying to keep herself alive. She did her best to find valuable materials to sell while avoiding syringes, glass shards, and the giant garbage trucks. 4 years later, the mirage-like and foreign Bill Smith, founder of A New Day Cambodia, discovered Sokha and offered her an opportunity to study freely. With a love for education already instilled in her, she studied to the best of her ability to surpass other students and move to successfully better schools. At Salmon Academy, one of Cambodia's best private schools, Sokha has become an accomplished dancer, along with her impressive talent with languages. With a great story and a world waiting to hear it, Sokha has met the First Lady, Michelle Obama, and has attended the Commission on the Status of Women to share her experience. The Daily Beast's Women in the World Sokha Chen Cambodia article comments that what is most remarkable, though, is her resilience and her optimism. Sokha demonstrates this when she says, "I have a bright future. I want all Cambodian kids to have a bright future too." You can be the one to provide the light for a child's future. You can be the next Bill Smith, even by simply donating to an organization like A New Day Cambodia or Cambodian Children's Fund. You can set a girl on a path to success. With 50% of Cambodia's population under 16 years old, as shown through the broad base of the population pyramid, there are girls waiting to escape their poverty-ridden lives. Together we can make a change. We can break down the barriers that inhibit girls from receiving the education they deserve.